I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day.
Hi, I'm Sue Dorn.
And I'm Marty Dorn with WGRT 102.3 FM.
Welcome to Vision for the Future.
A production of the Council on Aging serving St. Clair County.
Now help us welcome our co-hosts for the show,
Jim Relkin and Laura Newsom.
Happy New Year, everyone, and welcome. Good. And welcome to the first show in 2008 for the Council on Aging's Visions for the Future. We're so glad you're here to join us. And we want to thank all of you for coming and all of our sponsors and volunteers and everybody that makes this happen. It's a real joint effort and we appreciate it. The mission of the Council on Aging is to keep people living independently in their homes for as long as possible. And we do that by providing a full array of services that are dispatched from our 4 multi-purpose senior centers across the county. And you are going to see some of those programs today.
Laura, indeed, and again, my special thanks for the New Year's to everyone, too. It's hard to believe we're in 2008, and I know I had a great Christmas, and part of a great Christmas is thinking of the New Year, and again, today, as part of our Council on Aging show, we have some new segments you're going to be excited about, and as an audience, would you like to learn more about Pets Are Pals? Well, yes, of course you will, yes. Youth and our Foster Grandparent Program. Laura, I have to tell you, for me, fun and fashion with seniors is going to be hot. What do you think? And speaking of hot, it's January, but the Board of Directors for the Council on Aging, I think they're our special community partners today. Laura, let's go back and greet them. Here we are. All right.
Our community partners sitting here with Jim and I today are the executive committee from the Board of Directors. 4 of the 5 are here today. President Smiley, Joseph Johns, First Vice President Joseph Johns, Second Vice President Jean McLeod, and Secretary for some 20 years until just last month, but is joining us in that capacity today, Dr. Eugene Gruey. And we're very pleased to have the Executive Committee here with us, and also all of the other board members that are joining us here on stage, and you'll get a chance to see them at some point today.
And again, nice round of applause for all these people, and as we begin to President Smiley first. And Bill, it's great to have you here, young man, and Happy New Year to you, you hard-working guy. And I've got a question for you, and that is, in one word, tell me what best describes the Council on Aging from your heart. What best describes it for you?
Good.
Good. All right, John, you're next because you've got the next question. I'm sorry, Joe. And Joe, you got the next question. Same one, same kind of question. From the heart, what word best describes the Council on Aging to you? Ah, you're good. Does that mean that we're going to see Jean's going to give us another answer that's one word? Let's try her. Let's give her a try too. She's got the word. Okay, Jean.
Of course, I have one word.
All right.
And that word is caring.
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 I think the audience would agree with that. I think the audience would agree with that. Yeah, Dr. Gruey, tell us again in your particular case, I guess we were lacking a microphone here, so I'm going to just switch gears. In your particular case, one word that best describes the Council on Aging.
I think the word is service, because everything that we do, that the board helps the director achieve, is to serve the senior citizens of St. Clair County. That's the whole thing, service. We get no pay, but we love to do the things that will make these people happy.
All right, I'm going to switch mics with you, Dr. Good. Nice round of applause for Dr. Gruey. They were telling me from our back set that one of our microphones is off, and actually both of them are on. So anyways, I'm hoping we're picking up on everybody's comments. And again, just another minute in our segment here. Again, let's start out with the president. Bill, how many years have you been serving? And if you, again, make a comment on that. Do we have a live mic here? We have a live mic? Okay. Yep.
I'm not quite sure how long I've been here.
Well, that's probably a good news story, because
But
they'll keep you around
over
if you don't know.
25 years.
Okay, okay. Okay, Mr. Johns? All righty. And Gene, how many years for you?
Probably about the same for me, 4 or 5.
Okay, and Dr. Gruey? 20 years. I think a round of applause for these awesome people from the Council on Aging and all the other board members.
The Council on Aging could not function the way it does without the support of this wonderful board. We're very fortunate in this county to have them. Thank you. And now, from the newsroom, the news about what's happening across the county.
Welcome to the Senior Happenings Anchor Desk. I'm Jan. Today in your health news, we want to ask, what is the secret to a long and healthy life? Increasingly, serious scientists have joined the quest for the fountain of youth. The National Institute of Health is spending millions to explore ways to increase lifespan, including research into drugs, nutritional supplements, and calorie restriction. If the booming science of anti-aging medicine had turned up anything that really worked, I wanted to know about it. So a few months ago, I set off on my own search for the fountain of youth. From the start, I decided to rule out things like potions of mysterious-sounding herbs. Maybe they work, maybe they don't. What I really wanted to know was simple. Can the foods we eat and the way we live make a measurable difference in my lifespan? I decided to start my investigation with the people that know the best, those who live the longest. The 7 foods that I found to keep you young are olive oil, yogurt, fish, chocolate, nuts, wine, and blueberries. All said, finding delight in family and friends, having something to look forward to every day, like coming to your senior center. Studies of centurions around the world suggest that these intangibles, even more than specifics of a diet, may be the most powerful secret to longevity.
Hi, I'm Debbie. At the stroke of midnight, what New Year resolution did you make? Was it to get off that couch and exercise? Well, if it was, the Cherry Beach Senior Center is where you want to be. We've all heard that exercising with your friends is a great motivator. That's where your friends are. I see your friends coming to beginning and advanced body recall every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday morning. I also see your friends coming to line dancing, advanced and beginning, on Tuesday afternoons, and then right after, going on to clogging. You must have a lot of friends, because I even see more of them coming to tap dance on Wednesday afternoons. And I can go one better. A lot of your friends and their spouses are coming and learning ballroom dancing on Wednesday evenings. Look out, Dancing with the Stars. So if you want to feel great and get that exercise, or come and meet your friends at the Senior Center and have fun. Scott, what's going on in Port Huron?
Did you eat a few too many holiday treats? The Port Huron Senior Center has a wide variety of ways for you to work those off. The Council on Aging has an exercise program to meet just about any need. From body recall, a chair exercise class, to Tai Chi, yoga, and senior weights. For something a little faster, there is tap and clogging or line dance. We round it out with round dance lessons, ballroom dance, and also hula. So come to the Senior Center and learn a new talent and get some great exercise. Speaking of learning new things, have you ever wanted to learn a new language? Our Spanish lessons will be starting again in January at the center. We have beginner Spanish for those who just want to learn the basics, and then there's also the advanced class for those who want to enhance their knowledge. To sign up for these or many other great programs, call the Senior Center at 984-5061. And now we go back to Jim Relkin and Laura Newsom.
Sure it is. Hey, what matters is we've got something here really important, a little segment called Pets Are Pals. Haley, let's try that again, honey. Who do we have with us?
The dog.
The dog. And what is the dog's name?
Emma.
And you have Grandma with you?
Yeah.
She's pretty cool, isn't she?
Yeah.
Hi, Grandma.
Hi.
Hey, we have Monica Cheskowski, right? Sakowski. Okay, that's great. And Monica, tell us a little bit about you and where you're from.
I'm from the Blue Water Area Humane Society out on Lapeer Road. I've been there 30 years the end of this month. And this is Emma.
You think Emma would have anything to say to us? Hey, Emma, anything going on there, young lady? Doesn't look like it, does it, folks, huh? This is what it is to be a dog in the middle of winter, huh?
Yeah.
Well, we want to talk a little bit about Pets Are Pals as it relates to seniors. And I know that we'd like to know, what's the percentage of folks that you deal with who are senior citizens?
Probably half the people we deal with are senior citizens.
Okay, and on any given year, what would be the number of people, again, that would be your clients working with your great organization?
Oh, I couldn't even give you a number on that. I have no idea, Jim. I just know that pets are wonderful. They really are. They can ward off depression. They lower your blood pressure. Plus, they're great companions.
And tell us again what the name of this dog. What's the breed here?
She's a Bull Mastiff Boxer mix.
Can I take her home with me?
No.
She's looked like she's lacking love. What do you think, Haley?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's lacking love. Can I take her home? No.
No.
No. Okay. Well, we understand again that there are just dozens of stories. You've received some letters. Can you just give us one example of a letter from a senior citizen that has impacted? I bet you happen to have one in there. I think Emma knows there's some treats in there too. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes. I'll just read you a little bit of this. This lady adopted a dog a couple of years ago from us, and she's 80-some years old. And she wrote us this note. I just got home today from a 5-week stay between the hospital and rehab. Had a right hip replacement. My granddaughter stayed here and took care of Jojo while I was away. He got so much attention, I thought he might forget me, but he hasn't left my lap since I got home. He's a great companion and a wonderful friend. If you can't read this, it's because he's still on my lap while I'm trying to write this.
Sounds like an awesome story. Hey, how about a nice round of applause for Haley, Monica, and do we have any treats here? I think we got some treats, too. Pets Are Pals, and again, thank you very much for being our special guest. I believe we're going back to, who are we going back to? We're going to go over to the weatherman. Oh my goodness, here in the middle of January, the weatherman. Okay.
Hi, Jim. It's John, the weatherman here. As you can see, it's freezing cold outside our studio audiences. I would appreciate the dog coming out and keep me warm. I think it's going to be a 3-dog night tonight. We're having some winter storms here, and it's January, but I'm predicting the weather in the future is going to be very springy. We're going to have a fantastic spring this year, so pay attention to the next episode, and we'll see if my prediction comes through. And if you caught the last episode, I go out to the studio audience, and I introduce the Did You Know It lady, and I think she's here again. So follow me, folks. Let's go and see if she's out. There she is. It's the Did You Know It lady. How are you doing today?
Not too bad. How are you doing?
Fantastic. I'm a little cold here, but how come you're not dressed for the winter?
Well, because you said it's going to be springy real soon.
Very good. Now, last time you told me something I didn't know about the Council on Aging. Can you tell me something else I don't know?
Well, let's see. Do you know how many members they have?
No, I don't. How many members do they have?
Well, let's just check my little notebook here. Currently, 3,194.
3,194. That's amazing.
Well, but do you know how many they started with back in 1968?
No, how many did they start with in 1968?
We only had 60 back then.
60, that's amazing. And it's grown so much in the last 40 years, and I bet it's going to get better as the years come.
Yeah, and if you're a guy, the odds are in your favor because 70% of these people that we work with are female.
Whoa, I like those odds. Laura, I'm going to throw it back to you, and that's it. That's our report from the outside.
Thank you, Weatherman, and the Did You Know lady. This next segment that is our From the Heart, and this is a very special part of our program because it's going to focus on something that is very important at the Council on Aging, and that is our focus on the intergenerational programming. We serve all ages at the Council on Aging in some capacity because whatever happens to the grandparent in the family happens to the family. So at this time, I would like to introduce Debbie Wolf, who will introduce Laura Nessel and her guests.
Thanks, Laura. I've had the opportunity several times to see the foster grandparents in action, and this past summer they held a safety camp at the American Red Cross, and over 100 youth attended that event. And I'm so happy to introduce Laura Nessel, the director of the Foster Grandparent Program, who's going to tell us more about that.
Thank you, and that was a lot of fun. We do have a lot of fun in the Foster Grandparent Program, don't we? Yes. A lot of people think foster grandparents are like foster parents, taking children into their homes. But actually, foster parents are out there in the community helping children a few hours a day, a few days a week in the schools and in other nonprofit settings. And we have with us today from two of our schools, from Michigami School, Grandma Jerry Kimbrough, who's helping children learn to read. And next to her, is from Woodrow Wilson, Grandpa Bob, who besides helping children academically, we hear also helps them learn how to do the twist. And next to him is his lovely wife, Marge, who is rocking and feeding babies at Sacred Heart Clearview. And next to her is Barb Miller, who's also rocking and feeding babies at EOC's daycare center at MTech at SC4. So in a word or two, we know that there's a tax-exempt stipend and that there are other benefits for you, but what do you feel is the most valuable thing that you do for the children or the most valuable thing that you get back from volunteering?
What I do is lots of love and understanding.
What I do is challenge them, we love them, and we are very, very patient with them.
I help them with their reading and help them learn how to count and add.
Hello, I feed the babies and I play with them and I give them all the love and attention that I can give them.
And if anyone is sitting at home alone with nothing to do, what number would you tell them to call?
987-8813.
Thank you, and I'm very proud to be part of this foster grandparent program and of the Council on Aging.
That's an awesome program. Thank you so much. And now we're going to turn it back over to our hosts, Laura and Jim Relkin, and we're going to have some fashion and fun with seniors.
Come on, Laura. Come on, Laura. Whoa. You know, hey, these folks are great, aren't they? Our foster grandparents. I love them all. Talk about love, you know, Valentine's Day is just around the corner. It's hard to believe. And so we have some fun and fashion here from Suzanne's in Marysville. Let's just see what's happening. Oh, boy, here we go. Let's welcome Suzanne right here herself. It's not very often a guy gets to be in the middle of two beautiful ladies. So tell us about fashion.
We have fun and fashion for the seniors, and we have these gals looking very gorgeous.
How are we looking? Let's bring them on.
We have Catherine Jern, and she is ready for New Year's Eve. She is in the new brown, and she is razzle-dazzling everyone.
Hey, Laura, I don't know about you, but that looks pretty awesome.
It looks wonderful to me.
Brown is the new black. Our next model from Suzanne's is Marcia Hogan, and we see Marcia all over with senior events.
And also, she is the chairwoman of St. Clair County Community College, the #1 college in the state of Michigan.
Our next model we have from Suzanne's is Sally Hassel.
Oh, go ahead.
And Sally is a volunteer Red Cross. She looks gorgeous in her vintage outfit. Standing with red. She is ready for Valentine's Day. Go, Sally.
Hold on, a little break from one of the hostess. Whoa. Thank you so much. Hey, this is, this show, I'm in it for the real thing.
And our next model, it's midnight. She's got her sunglasses on, and we have Chris Youngblood.
All right.
Chris.
Go, Chris.
Volunteer at the People's Clinic and Red Cross and many organizations, and she is ready for Valentine's Day. Isn't she snappy?
Round of applause on that. Suzanne, where are you located? For those that don't know, watching our show here, again, it's kind of a cold, blustery day in January. So where might people go get some of these warm and cuddly fashions?
31 years, same location, Marysville, Village Green Plaza, Marysville.
A nice round of applause for all of our fun and fashion models. Thank you, Suzanne.
Thank you. See, growing older. If you can look like that, who should be worried about it? They looked wonderful. And now we are moving to back to the weatherman for, I think, let's let him tell us what he's going to do.
Yeah, I understand. I do understand, though, that there's good news and bad news with the weather. John, you got a 15-second update on the weather.
Well, the good news is that it's not snowing anymore, so I'm nice and warm. But the bad news is that it's going to get snowy here a little bit later. So I got to go get bundled up again and make another appearance a little later, maybe.
Well, Happy New Year to the weatherman.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Oh, we have some entertainment, Laura.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a wonderful segment for you here today. These are from the Cherry Beach Senior Center, and they are entitled Dave and the Downriver Dames.
I got it now.
That's the kind of talent that we have at the Council on Aging. And anybody watching our show, come out to one of the 4 multi-purpose centers. Join the Council on Aging. Learn to do this kind of thing. Have fun. It's a wonderful place to be. And this is a perfect example. Thank you again. For 2008 is almost over.
It doesn't seem possible?
No, it doesn't. And what are we looking forward to next month?
Oh, if we thought January was good, do you all love to like fall in love again? Yes, I think that's possible. Well, our February 2008 show is going to be our Love Fest with many special guests. We're going to have some ballroom dancing. We're going to have a number of special guests from some celebrity guests, Laura, coming from out of the area. And we're going to focus on love in February.
That's right. So we want everybody to come out and join us while we have our Love Fest. Before we close, there are some very special people that I want to introduce. They are sitting to the right of us here on the stage, perhaps the left if you're watching us on television. Would the Board of Directors of the Council on Aging please stand and be recognized? Again, as I said, they do everything to make Council on Aging run well. Now, in closing, my message, as you grow older, remember, it is not a club you choose to join, but you can join the Council on Aging and choose how you grow older.
Whoa. Oh, there's a Happy New Year's toast. And speaking of a 2008 toast to the new year, behind you are cast and crew and volunteers and board members, and we toast a Happy
New Year 2008.
Thank you very much for joining our program, History in the Future. Have a great 2008, and we'll see you in our Love Fest in February.